Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for July 2020. If you're interested, my mid-year love and romance Psychic Tarot update for each sign of the zodiac is available on Vimeo by clicking on the link in the description box in the Show More section beneath the video. This month I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, and remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, please be sure to watch your cusp sign, because some months your psychic predictions and messages will be coming to you from there. I get many messages on Vimeo, on private emails, and underneath in the comments sections that's true for many people. So don't forget to watch your cusp sign, because you could be missing out on some predictions and messages. So I hope you check them out. So all that being said, now onto your mid-month Psychic Tarot update. And I'm starting first with the sign of Aries. And the first card you have, Aries, is the Sun. And the Sun is the spotlight being on you, success in the material world. It can be returning to the joys and happiness of childhood exuberance. Sometimes it can also mean love. This will be a testing time for some of you Aries with relationships. It doesn't mean it's going to be bad testing. It just means there's testing. You may feel like there's things that should be done that haven't been completed yet. Maybe you have a partner and you're feeling like, well, they need to complete things. There's things they need to do. Or you could be feeling like, I want a relationship to come in. Why is it taking so long for one to get to me if you're single? There's also a feeling here that things need revision. Could be in the love relationship or a relationship, but it could be pertaining to your life. You may not like how some things have been unfolding lately. You may feel like there's backtracking going on, or you need to do some backtracking in this midpoint of July. And this could apply even to going forward into the month of August as well. Some of you have high hopes for a budding relationship to flourish, blossom, bloom, and grow. Some of you have a lot of high hopes right now for one that you're either entering or one that you've already started. This is a time where honesty is going to be key. People really need to be open and honest with each other, and not just Aries, but especially Aries, because I'm reading your sign right now. And if you have any prominent placements in Aries, your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus or Mars, I don't know, but you just need to be open and honest with your partner, with other people, with how you're feeling. That's going to be key for you here. You may find yourself having to divide things up. This could be property. It could also be finances. It could have to do with expenses. You may feel really driven right now to find the one. You may be really hoping or looking for the right partner for you to come in now. So that is what's coming up for you with the Sun. So now the second card that shows up in your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for July is the Eight of Cups. And this is turning away from something that's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking. This could be a relationship, or it could be a job that's not fulfilling to you anymore. Some of you feel like kind of powerless or lack of control, either in what's going on in your life or in the world, or in a relationship or a situation. I hear like the thought of Aries going, I don't want to be beholden to this. So something that you don't like is going on and you don't want to be locked into it. You feel like there's unresolved issues, unresolved feelings and emotions, and some things are unresolved in you. So some of you Aries may be feeling a little bit unrest, but what area of your life this is, for some of you it could be work, for some of you it could be a living situation, for some of you it could be a love relationship, for some of you it could be your own personal feelings. And I hear many of you, my guides are saying that Aries wants clarity and they're going to go off and get it. So see, the person in the card is seeking, like going off on a new journey with a stick of power and control in their hand. Some of you, what you're seeking is clarity in a situation or clarity within yourself. You may even feel, Aries, like you've put yourself out there too much. Could be with a love partner, could be at work, could be with your family, but where you're the one giving, or doing, or you're putting yourself out there maybe to the public and to the world too much. So you might want to be revising some of that. There could be some old habits, old emotions, old baggage that you need to move away from now in this month of July, mid-July. And like I said, going forward, this could even be in August. You may feel like, I want to stick to my guns and nobody is supporting you, backing you, believing you, or listening to you. And you want that kind of support. But you are going to be sticking to your cause, sticking to your program, sticking to your format, sticking to your beliefs. There's something that you are determined you're going to stick to. But there's other things here you want to release or let go and walk away from. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. Taurus, the first card you got is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is expanding your craft, expanding your skills. You could have more work to do. You could be getting a raise. You could be getting a promotion. You could be focusing on craftsmanship and attention to detail and gaining financial gain here. You're going to have a lot of things on your plate that have to do with earning money or your finances. Some of you feel like, I'm not ready to settle down and settle for the mundane or the boring. I want something to be elevated, uplifted, or special. This could be in a business you already own. It could be in a job you already have, or it could be just with your life. Like you're done with, you don't want the boring situations anymore. You want things to be more enriching for you and more special. Some of you are going to be highlighted in some way. If you have a YouTube channel or you're out in the public or at your job or your business in some way, or you personally, there's going to be attention on you, some focus on your work or something you're creating or projecting, and you will be highlighted in some way. This is going to help you because it's going to advance you. It's going to lead to other things, other business opportunities, more money to come to you, or new job situations. I feel like you've had to put up with too much crap, too much penny ante BS going on around you from like the peanut gallery at somewhere. It could be at your work, could be at a business you own, could even be in family. But like, I feel like it's like, I'm tired of this like chitty chatty little nonsense that has like kind of worn you down. Could be like office gossip or, you know, people being like, I don't know, like petty in some way. And you're thriving right now. You're going to be thriving on building up a company, building up a business, or thriving on your work and expanding what you're doing, growing what you're doing. You could get a promotion. It's possible, a promotion and a raise. Some of you have learned some kind of new trade or new skill, or you learned a new trade or a new skill that you can add to what you're already doing. That's going to be expanding your products, your services, your ability to rise up in what you're doing. So the second card you have here is Strength. And the strength is having inner courage and inner strength. Inner courage and inner strength over adversity, spiritual power over the material world. It could be taming the savage beast in something or someone or in yourself. It could also be dealing with a Leo. It's like now you see the writing on the wall, Taurus. It's very clear to you what it is you need to do, like steps you need to take. Or like, so if you had some uncertainty, like where you stood in a love relationship or in a work relationship or in a business or financially, it's like the writing is on the wall now and it's going to be real clear to you what you need to do. You have to channel your energy into putting something to rest or putting something down that was very difficult for you to do. So that's like completing work projects or, you know, dealing with certain people that have been difficult. Like that needs to, like, it's got to be put to rest now. You may even have some feelings, Taurus, that there's been some people talking some stuff about you behind your back. You may feel it intuitively. You may be aware of it because you may have heard about it through the grapevine, but I feel some of you, this is intuitively, you know it. And you're going to start researching everything you need to know about this, expanding your business, expanding your craft, taking classes, learning new trade, learning new skills. And something you're doing is going to develop into a big project here. Some of you may be learning a lot from some specific individual that may be like a professor, an instructor, or a mentor to you. And they can come up in the most surprising of places. It's like the door is wide open for you. If you create content, you're going to be creating more content. If you're a writer, you're going to be writing more. If you make videos, you're going to be making more videos. Or whatever type of work you do, you're going to be doing more of it, expanding. So this is a big time of expansion for you. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Lots of pentacles showing up this month. Lots of pentacles, swords, and major arcana. Not so much of the other elements here. So first card you have is Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is either a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Gemini, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's an earth sign, or if you're born on the Taurus-Gemini cusp. It could also be a child to you or an adult that's young at heart or immature, or a messenger about money. I feel like there's some kind of overhaul for some of you where finances had to be disassembled, picked apart, or are getting put back together. You could be reaching out to talk to somebody that has been in some kind of trouble that is an earth sign person, sun, moon, or rising, or they could be reaching out to you. This trouble could be with the law or trouble with finances, the law, or health. This Page of Pentacles, they feel like and think they have all the answers about stuff, but I feel like they repeatedly keep making some kind of mistake or falling. Like they think they got all the ideas, they think they got all the answers, but they keep making some kind of mistake or misstep. And I feel like they are looking to you to help them in a way where you're going to talk them through it. Like talking them through the process of what they need to do, or talking them from their, through their troubles, their issues. They feel like, to me, like they're scared of losing something, either money or a position or a love relationship or something. They're scared of losing something. I feel like you're looking at them like they may be a little clueless, or they're having a tendency to do things backwards. Like, I feel like you're thinking, why are they making the decisions they're making? Why are they Like you're not in agreement with how they're handling things. That's how it comes up here. Your second card is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a block, a stop, or a stalemate. Something could be blocked from you. There could be secrets or unknown things that you can't see the answers to or can't see what's going on. You could have some kind of difficulty in making a decision. This card can also mean you could be protecting yourself. There's somebody that, it could be this Page of Pentacles. There's somebody that's not telling you everything. You want more information. You want more facts. Your intuition is telling you something is not right or something is amiss or that your emotions are being affected here. Some of you may really start going through some ritualistic procedures, I'm going to call it, I don't know what else to call it, or protocols to protect yourself from any kind of negative energies. You might start smudging your home, smudging yourself, burning incense, using, getting holy wood or holy water, burning holy wood, Palo Santo it's called, or getting holy water, saying different prayers, lighting candles. I feel like you're going to want to protect yourself energetically, is what I get. Some of you Geminis are really delving deep, deep into your psyche of what makes you tick. And you're starting to feel like, you know what? I can't rely on the old ways of doing things. I have to adapt and change or come up with new plans or new ways to do things. You also have to protect yourself. If this Page of Pentacles is somebody for you that wants to get information from you and that they're going to use it and take credit for your knowledge, expertise, and work. So for some of you, whenever these people cards come up, I know I'm reading Two of Swords, but you got to be careful. It's going to mean different things. So also, this Two of Swords is saying this Page of Pentacles may come to you and want valuable insight and information that you might be not willing to give because just what I said. They could take credit for it. It could backfire on you. Be careful if, be careful giving out too much information or knowledge or information or expertise to the Page of Pentacles. But for some of you, it's not that kind of situation. It's a person that you could be a brother, a sibling, or a love to you, and they need your help. But if it's something to do with business, if it's a business associate or a coworker or somebody in the business world, I would be really protective of your knowledge, expertise, and things like that, because they could take away with it, go away with it, and then you don't get the credit or the whatever. So think on that, Gemini. I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. And the first card you have, Cancer, is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is moving to new and better, moving on. It's moving from troubled shores to better shores. It can actually symbolize a physical move. It could be having to commute for work. It could also be long distance travel, like traveling somewhere, having to travel. There's definitely things you need to do elsewhere. It's like you can't keep running the same old ground. You've got to move on from something here. This is like moving on energy. You're not the first sign to get moving on energy here. Who else had moving on energy? Aries had moving on energy too. It is a time where you kind of have to weather some storms because some people around you that you're working with or dealing with in your life and in maybe even in your family, they're like not of the right mind. They're not in their right or emotionally not in a good place. This could also be you. Maybe you're not in your right mind. Maybe you're not emotionally in the right place, or you have people around you that are like that. And so it's time to move forward, move away from that. If you find yourself helping other people, you will receive some benefit of that. So if you help some other people that are in need, doesn't matter in what way, a new job's going to show up for you, or a new love will show up for you, or you'll receive money some way. It's like the key for you right now is to focus on helping. It could be helping large groups of people. It could be helping an individual or a few individuals. But whoever you help, you're going to reap the benefits of that help. I know that sounds like a weird message, but this is what my guides are telling you about the Six of Swords. And the swords in the boat, my guides are telling me, are actually obstacles and hurdles that you need to hurdle over or contend with to get to what is going to be good. So these swords are kind of like problematic hurdles for you. Cancer people's energy is drastically going to change and improve starting in July, but really, really strongly in August. There's going to be new situations or opportunities that are going to arise, and it's going to be up to you to use your discernment of whether or not you're going to take it. But I think these new opportunities would be wise for you to take. The card that comes up with this is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is either a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could also be you, Cancer, if you have a rising sign or moon sign that's an earth sign. This Queen of Pentacles wants to make adjustments for you or help you. This could be a boss. This could be somebody in your family. They could be changing your job, changing your position, or if this is a family member, they could be trying to help you out and make some adjustments for you in your life. They're ready to jump in with both feet. They're ready to make some kind of action steps, and they're ready to take you along with them. So for some of you, this could be somebody that is leaving a job where you worked and they're starting their own company and business and they want to bring you along. This could be something else, like somebody starting a certain group that you're interested in, a metaphysical group or a class or some kind of learning situation, and they're starting something new, and you will want to go along and join with them in this new class or training program or endeavor. I get this like watchful. They're kind of watchful over you. I do feel that they're kind of protective of you. They're trying to clear out some old dead wood and pains and hurts from the past, and they are making some kind of progress here with that. This could even be somebody that wants you to take over doing things for them. This could be a boss that's saying, I want to not be here that much. Can you take over my workload and I'll raise you up? Or it could be a parent that has some kind of situation in their life that, you know, maybe they've been sick or maybe they're getting older and they're like, I can't contend with all these things I have to do. Can you step in and do some of these things for me or take over some of these tasks or jobs or things I have to do? So hope that made sense to you. Remember, in the beginning of every month, the reading is going to be 5 cards and 3 times as long. So this is just a little update for you here. So I hope those messages made sense. Now on to the sign of Leo. And the first card you have, Leo, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or a moon sign. It could also be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign. You're going to be dealing with this Queen of Swords quite extensively, and if it's not in July, it will be very soon thereafter. They're kind of challenging you. And I feel like they're challenging you to either be a better person, a bigger person, or they're challenging you with what you do for work, or any, I don't know, they're challenging you in some way. You're like willing to do this. You're willing to take that challenge on or take them on in whatever the challenge is that's being presented by the Queen of Swords. They could be looking to expand and grow their business or work structure or help expand your business or your work structure. They're full of all this knowledge and wisdom and high-minded ideals and ideas. And you look at them like, you know what? They got their finger on the pulse of what's going on. Now, if this is you, if this is your rising sign or moon sign, you could be the one. You could be like really current with trends and up to date, and you have your finger on the pulse of what's going on out there with people in the world. This Queen of Swords looks to me like they're telling you, hey, Leo, you need to polish things up a bit. Polish up your business, or polish up your work, or polish up your resume, or polish up your appearance, or polish up how you speak, or polish your delivery. But this Queen of Swords, like, feels to me like, again, like I've already said, they're posing some kind of challenge to you. They want to help you out. They're going to raise you up, and they want to polish up what you're doing. And I feel like you're going to have to accept what they say. Well, you don't have to, but my guides are saying, I feel you will feel that. You will accept what they're saying, because ultimately, deep down, you're going to know what they're telling you is right. It's like they kind of have really good intuition and instinct about you, because this Queen of Swords can see right into you, and they know just what makes you tick. So they've got their finger on the pulse about you, too. So the next card you have with it is not, ironically, Seven of Pentacles. And this is being tired and exhausted from your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain from that hard work and effort. This is a time of expanding, of growing your work, your business, your finances. And you may be looking out about, how can I orchestrate what I'm doing into something more? Or especially different. You want to stand out. You want to be different. So this is part of your thing. What, you know, how can I expand, but how can I, put my unique stamp, my unique Leo stamp and brand on what I'm doing, especially standing out to be different. This is time where your creative juices and energies and light bulb moments and all that is flowing. It's expanding, it's growing, it's all that is happening around you. There's putting together new formats, new growth, new development. I feel like everything that you're trying to do in that sense will be finished or completed or on its new path by January of 2021. You may even be looking back over old files, old recordings, old messages, old emails, old things you have written out. I see you going back and looking over these things, because something about the past, something about your past, of past work and efforts on your part, is going to be part of what is, even though it's past, you're going to be utilizing and like cherry picking through it about what you can utilize to use going forward with what you're going to be doing here. You stand to see an increase in your income. Now, you either have already seen a drop, a slight drop, and the increase is already occurring, or you will see a slight drop before it goes up. So you may have already experienced the drop, some of you, but because timing is different for all of you, as I always say, you don't have the same birth charts. You're not born on the same month, year, day, time. So some things I said to you a year ago are happening now. Some things I'm saying now may take a year to happen, because that's the nature of psychic predictions. The guides definitely do not look at time the way we do here. Time is a construct of man. Spirit world, they can give timing, but a lot of times takes longer than what they say. So just know that. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Hey Virgo, and to all my Virgo friends out there, the first card you have is the Six of Pentacles, and this is the balance of give and take. It's giving generously and freely to others. It's receiving generosity and charity from others. It can also be, like I said, the balance of give and take. It can also mean financial success coming to you. This is a time where you're going to feel like you have to pay out, pay out, pay out, pay out. And this could be to your kids. It could be bills. It could be a mixture of things. Some people are kind of taking advantage of you and your good nature and your good humor of your giving, giving, giving. So you might want to analyze that. If you have somebody like kids or somebody in your family that's always like got their hand out like, oh, I need money, I need money, I need money, I need money, I need money. They may be abusing that with you. You may even find yourself doing some really interesting research about money, stock market, bond market, also different types of investments or accounts or banks that you could put your money in, because I see some of you doing some real big changes with your money, where you keep it, how you invest it. Lots of change and overhaul with your money and your financial banking systems in your own life. I do feel like you receive an award or a reward for something, like some money is coming to you. Something you did, like an account for a client or something, comes through for you. Or if it wasn't a client, it could be something you invested in and you're getting some really capital gains. But for some of you, it has something to do with a client or an account, and you've got money coming to you. So not only do you have money paying out of you're always giving to either somebody in your family or friends or a couple people, and you're doing that, you are actually will be receiving some money here too. And like I said, some of you are really revising like what you invest in and how or the banking you're doing, what it's in, what currency you're using, where it's being handled, etc. So the card you have with it is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you if you're born on the Virgo, Libra cusp, or if you have a rising sign or moon sign that is an air sign. I feel like there's something that you want to put a clamp down on, and it has to do with spending. It could be your own spending, but it could be your spouse, your significant other, your kids. You're kind of worried about this Knight of Swords person. You may feel like they're kind of going off the rails or off the charts a little bit. They could be overworked, overstressed, worried about what's going on out in the world, freaked out about their job. So I feel like for some of you, you have concerns about this Knight of Swords because they seem like they're under pressure or stress. You may feel like they're working too much or like they can't keep up some kind of pace. You can't keep up the pace of what they're doing. Maybe they're working out too much. If it's not working too much, maybe they're doing too much physical exercise. They're exerting themselves too much or something, or just getting overworked too much, like stressed out wise. They may be looking to you to like comfort them. This could be somebody you're romantically involved with. Or not. It's a general reading, so I really can't pinpoint it to who it is exactly for you. I do feel like they're very, whatever they put on outwardly doesn't matter. Underneath it all, whatever their outward persona is, I do feel that they're quite sensitive and they have like a good heart or are tender-hearted. They may be trying really hard to uphold their stamina. So this could be somebody that got sick or had some kind of injury or illness, injury, whatever, and their physical vitality and stamina and health could have taken some kind of hit. Because remember what I said at the beginning, some of you are worried or concerned over this Knight of Swords. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be okay. I just get you've got worry and concern about them in July and going into midpoint of July on and going into August. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. But before we start Libra, I would like to add this. And the first card you have, Libra, is the Empress. And the Empress is a maternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you. It could also be a maternal figure in the living. This could also be you. You could be the Empress. This is indication of a birth of a project, plan, business, idea, or the birth of a child. Some of you are trying to get everything organized or trying to get some things together to be helpful to someone. This could be somebody in your life that you care about, or a dear friend, like a relative, a friend. You might be really in a very decorative mode too, like getting everything just so, how you want certain things to be. You could be planning some kind of party or an event or gathering, and you may be worried about, because I see tablecloths, place settings, china, dishware, seats, chairs, tables. So you could be planning a wedding, an engagement party, a birthday party. This could be some other kind of event, if that is possible to go on out in the world. I don't know. It's that's up for debate. Maybe it's not happening right now. Maybe this is something that's happening further down the line. But nonetheless, I see you concerned and worried about these kind of things. That if it's not like place settings and tablecloths and chairs and whatnot, it could be your environment. You may be wanting to, you know, change the drapes, change the wallpaper or paint, or, you know, get new furniture, that kind of thing. You're going to have some things that are going to be set before you, that you're going to have to decide like what you're going to do about it. Like I get like some people, one or more people coming to you, and they're like kind of putting something to you, like you have some decisions that you have to make. You may feel like you really want to be very vibrant now, and you don't want to be cast into any role that you feel puts you in the light of being dull, uninteresting, mundane, and this could have to do with your outward appearance, or it could have to do with just things in your life that you feel like you want jazzing up. You're going to be very concerned about aesthetics and what is pleasing to you, pleasing to your eye. That, you know, and, you know, with everybody having to spend so much time at home now, maybe you are like, I have to change this environment because I'm tired of looking at it, looking this way and that way. So it could even be because of that. The next card you have in your reading, Libra, is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles to me always reminds me of Virgo. I have a Virgo friend, and I always think of her every time I see Nine of Pentacles. So it could be dealing with a Virgo, but Nine of Pentacles is generally being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and financial abundance behind you. Again, I'm getting the same thing. I feel like this is a time where you're going to be very focused on beautifying either yourself or your surroundings. If you're really big on social media, you may be starting to put a lot of pictures of yourself or artwork you've created, or pictures of things you've decorated, redecorated, or created in your home on social media or in some other format. You're going to be very busy because I see some of you Libras taking on more projects, more plans, more business. Like, I feel like you want to keep moving. You want to keep busy. You're going to impart some wisdom on somebody in your life that's actually going through some kind of challenging time. It's like you're going to be sharing your knowledge and experience. Now, if it's not through somebody you know directly, You could be creating this you could be doing this in a video format or in a book or on a blog to help people out in the world. But for some of you, it's about a specific person. For some of you, it's going to be in a more public forum. You may have some problems with your digestion in July going into August. This could be like you could have an ulcer that's acting up, or you could be having acid reflux, or some kind of stomach pains of some sort. You may even be giving someone advice on childcare or helping somebody that needs help with childcare. Like, you know, maybe your sister or your brother has a baby that they need help taking care of, or you have a grandchild, or you could be having a child yourself, because childcare comes up here for some of you. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. And the first card you have, Scorpio, Aries also had this card, is the Sun. And the Sun is spotlight being on you, success in the material world. It could also be returning to the joys of childhood happiness and exuberance. It could be the birth of a child. It could also indicate love. You're feeling, Scorpio, like things need to get cooking and rolling along in your life. You want there to be action, action, action. And for some of you, this has to do with sex and intimacy. For some of you, it's just like you maybe feel like, all right, enough of this. I want to get the ball rolling. Maybe you feel like you've been stuck at home too much. Wow. Some of you, don't get mad at me, Scorpio, if you're like, this doesn't make sense to me. But some of you might be like rather promiscuous, like you could be wearing some risque bathing suits on the beach, or wearing some very seductive or provocative clothing, or you may be really emitting or sending out really like your pheromones and sexual signals could be quite strong at the end of July and going into August. Some of you, you're going to meet somebody, romantically speaking, soon, within the next, now or over the next 2 months, like July, August, September. You may be meeting somebody and you really hit it off for some of you. This is going to be quite an intense relationship. And if you're already coupled with somebody, this could still be happening, but it could be an intense relationship of a friendship. It could be an affair. It could also be somebody that you're going to strike up some kind of business connection or partnership with. This really feels to me strongly like romance, though. And if you're already coupled, then I feel like your romantic connection with your partner is going to be on fire. Some of you are going to be revealing some really deep, dark secrets, not necessarily dark, let me rephrase that, deep secrets that you have about yourself, your desires, or your past with your partner or with somebody that you meet. If you've had a long-standing love affair or romance with somebody, this is getting, it's maturing and blooming now. Like, you know, maybe you had an affair with somebody and you guys couldn't be together for whatever the reason, and now it's going to happen. You're going to make the connection. Things will start cooking. That is likely for some of you. So the card you have next in your reading is the Fool, and this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you and not have on rose-colored glasses, or you could fall off the cliff. So it's a good card because it's a new journey, but you know, have your act together while this is happening. Times are changing. Things are evolving. Things are improving for you. Yeah, the best of you is yet to come. And the best of things in life for you is yet to come. You're not letting grass grow under your feet here. You may find yourself dividing between 2 different jobs, 2 different careers, 2 different loves. You're like, I don't know what it is about you, Scorpio. You're going to be on fire. Like, you know, your confidence is going to be really up. Your mojo is going to be really up. I don't know. Lots of dynamic energy for Scorpio. Some of you may feel like anybody that's dragged you down or been holding you back, like you can't drag them around with you anymore. You may have to cut off certain friendships, certain love relationships, or people that have, you know, that you feel is like dead weight. They've dragged you down. Maybe figuratively, it could even be like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically. They could have been holding you back, dragging you down. You feel like you're dragging them along with you. You're like, that's going to be not something you want to contend with anymore. You're going to want to exit from that. Some of you may be really out there and make some kind of proposal to someone for an engagement of marriage or some other kind of proposal, like could be an extreme proposal of something very dynamic for you. You're entering a phase where everything is very like green and growing. And this could have to do with money. It could be your garden. It could be your grass, your garden, etc. But for some of you, it's money. And for some of you, it's metaphorically speaking, symbolically, to say you've got a lot of growth happening. And it's happening for you now and moving forward. So you have very interesting energy here, Scorpio. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius, the first card you have is Five of Pentacles. And this is, this could be feeling depressed. It could be two people feeling depressed here. It could be an indication of you being depressed yourself. It could be financial bankruptcy, feeling emotionally bankrupt. There could also be something to do with your finances that could use tweaking or improving, or some area of your finances that you're not really looking at and you need to pay attention to. I feel that some of you Sagittarians have been really burdened by other people's energy, also by other people's issues, maybe even regarding money, or their issues put a strain on your finances. There could be somebody that you really want to help in your life that is struggling with their finances, or you want to help in some way, and it may be tricky for you to do so. So you have to use discernment and really put a lot of thought into that. You may feel like your life has been like quite tumultuous. Too much up and down. And I don't mean recently. This could have been like a pattern that's been going on for some of you Sagittarians for going way back. And it's for some reason, because of whatever the situations are in the world, or the planetary aspects, the eclipses and other retrograde planets that are going on, it could be digging this up for you now. Some of you have let your own self fall by the wayside and become second to people that you care about in your life and their needs, their whims, their desires, their problems. You've taken a back seat a lot of times to other people's agendas and concerns. I feel like you're actually going to start realizing how much power you have, and some of this power could be through money. You may start to help somebody or really take care of somebody financially, but you may also be counseling them at the same point, like, you've got to help yourself, or these are the steps you need to take to repair the troubles that you're in. So some of you Sagittarians, the financial troubles could be yours, but for many of you, I feel like it's actually somebody you're connected to, or somebody you want to help. Your next card is 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles is, this could be working with a partner together as a couple to bring financial gain and rewards to your family. It could be receiving an inheritance. It could also be a gift of cash coming to you through family channels. It could be winning money. Some of you are going to be joining forces with somebody and you're going to be building a life together with them. It could be already happening. If you're single, this could be coming in for you. Some of you are going to meet somebody and you're going to be putting all your energy into somebody that this person that you're going to meet. And there's going to be a lot of help here, and there's help from family with money, or there's family money here, like family money in the partner you're getting together with, or your own family money, or family money is going to help the two of you. If you're in a relationship already, I feel there's going to be some adjustments and changes that are going to be made now to help improve an existing relationship for some of you. Some of you may throw some real caution to the wind and choose to spend a lot of money on buying a new house or starting some, family business venture, but like throwing caution to the wind and throwing a lot of money at something. Could even be an existing family business, or it could be an existing family home that you're going to build, expand, make bigger, or renovate. And if you have inherited any money or through family channels, I do feel that you will start doing something with an accumulation of money that comes to you, and doing something with it. Starting your own business, building up a business, fixing your home, renovating it, buying a new house. Any one of those things is possible here. It's weird because generally I feel like at some point you're going to have more money to do things with. But yet you got this card first. You've got two weird cards together, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's up with you? But for some of you, like I said, I do feel you're helping out somebody here for some of you. And that is, but you tend to put other people first, Sagittarius. You tend to help out other people or worry about other people sometimes before you look at and take care of yourself. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. And the first card you have, Capricorn, is the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods is news coming to you swiftly, swift or sudden change. Could also be long distance travel or the arrows of love coming to you. There's bright new beginnings coming for you, Capricorn, and just around the corner, and you do need to be prepared and ready for them. If you felt like you were wasting time, spinning your wheels, time is coming where it's going to be a go. Things that you wanted to have happen or work that you have to do. I see you scheduling appointments. I see you scheduling events, appointments. By the end of August, you're going to feel like your schedule, your plate is extremely full and that you're very busy. And you're going to understand how to navigate through the changing waters and changing times here. You're going to be getting notification and updates of what's the next step going to be, what's the next protocols that you're going to follow. I feel like a lot of this actually has to do with wearing masks, not wearing masks, whatever, wearing masks, how things are going to roll, how appointments are going to be taken, how classes are going to be scheduled, how appointments are going to be received, how business is going to be conducted now. Like, I feel like you're going to get all this like notifications and updates of like, this is how we're going to do it. This is what we have to do. And this is going to help you because in some way, Capricorn, I feel like you're putting things back together again, like that have been sitting idle or have been dispersed. And in some ways, I feel like this is going to come to be a surprise for you because it's going to be like, you got to get on it right away. Like, I don't feel you get a lot of notice. Like if you've been off like at home and you haven't been back to work yet or whatever, it's going to be like, okay, Capricorn, get to it tomorrow, 3 days from now. And you're going to be like, wait, whoa, what? I didn't think it was going to happen till this time, that time. Like having to like hop to, get on stuff, put things back together, follow the new protocols, follow the new health regimes, follow the new, guidelines might be the right way to put it. The next card you have, see, it's probably about work. You have Three of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes expanding your skills, expanding your business, financial gain, focus on craftsmanship and attention to detail. You could be getting a promotion. You could be having more work to do. Yeah, it's like there's going to be like things, new systems in place and new things that you're going to have to do and get things on track or back on track, they're saying. And you may even have to instruct others. There's some things that it depends on what you're doing in your life for work, or it could be at home, where you're going to have to show like kids, students, coworkers, whomever it is, like, hey, this is how we have to do this now. You may be giving instruction on this is how you do it. This is what we do next. Then we got to do this. Like that kind of energy comes up here. If you own your own business or at a job that you work, this is actually going to increase spending. It's going to increase money that has to be spent. If you own your own business, or if you are even work for somebody else, you're going to want to take your business or your work to the next level. You personally are going to want to be expanding it and growing it. Some of you might get so busy you have to hire an assistant or request one to assist you, to help you. And you yourself are going to be learning new pathways, new skills, new dimensions of what's going on, how you're going to have to navigate and travel through things coming forward. You may even be asked to give a speech, a talk, a conference, a lecture. This could be on Zoom or on Skype if it's not in person. And you're going to be really focused on trying to uphold integrity of your work or the company you work for or the business you own. So I hope those messages were of help to you, my dear Capricorns. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hey, my brothers and sisters Aquarians out there. First card you have in your reading for mid-month of July, mid-month update, is the Page of Rods. And this is a fire sign person. This is either an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could also be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign. That's a fire sign. Could be a child. Pages can be children. Could also be immature adults or adults that are young at heart. This page could also be a messenger about work, business, or enterprise. This is a time, Aquarius, where you got to put your best thinking caps on. You have to consider like your next phase of either work or development or something you're doing. It's like time to focus on the next phase. Getting things in order, getting things organized of how you want something to look, how you want something presented. And it's like you have to get clean. You have to get your mind straight. If you're eating processed foods, you got to like try to weed that out. Or, if you too many processed foods or addictive things, it's kind of clouding up your system. You got to weed that out. This Page of Rods, if it's a person, they could be taking up a lot of your time or energy. They may be asking you to do things for them, or there could be things that they want to see come from you. Like they want to see something from you. They may be looking for like your alertness, your quickness, your sharpness, like how much on the ball are you? Like, do you have what it takes? They may be asking you to make plans with them, arrangements with them, business deals with them. You may think they're a bit insistent. You may feel like they're a little bit pushy. You may have some question about their authenticity, or it doesn't mean totally, but I feel you might be a little in question of it or skeptical about it. Now, the next card you have, this card also came up for Cancer. Cancer also had the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles too, and this is an earth sign person. This is either a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could also be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign. That's an earth sign, or if you're born on the Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. They're enriching your life in some way. For some of you, this Queen of Pentacles is helping you. They may be asking you to do things. You may actually be working on some kind of project with this Queen of Pentacles. This could be a prospective boss or a co-collaborator or a partner, prospective business partner. They're talented. I feel like they've got skills. They may be good at running numbers, like they may be good with mathematics or money, like numbers in relation to money. They may be making things clear to you, perspectives, goals. They may have a timeline or an outline of something that they want you to follow, or that they want you two to work on together and follow. They're a high-minded, high-ideal individual. I do not feel like this is a love partner to you. That's not the feeling I get here. They've got a lot of knowledge, good education, information. It's kind of like, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is showing up to prepare you for some next phase of your life that's getting ready to happen. So for some of you, it's almost like the gatekeeper to like holding open the gate or the door for the next stage or phase of development of your life. So for some of you, this could even be a spirit guide, a new spirit guide coming in for you, or it could be somebody in the physical world in the living. They could be elevating you in some way and taking you or your work or something about your life to some new level or new height. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Remember, this is just the mid-month update. To get the psychic predictions and messages that are 3 times as long as this, you watch at the beginning of the month. The psychic tarot readings for the beginning of the month are 3 times as long. So now on to the sign of Pisces. And the first card you have, Pisces, is the Moon. And the Moon is a card that can mean secrecy and deception and romance. It could be secrecy by itself, romance by itself. It could also be something in your life that's going on is an illusion. It could also indicate that your own psychic ability and that your own intuition is strongly increasing at this time. I feel like your spirituality is raising and you're almost like getting more spiritually involved in something, or your life is getting more spiritually involved. You may feel like some things have kind of knocked you off that path a little bit, but your intention is, I feel, to get more centered and grounded and get back on it. If you feel like nobody is listening to what you have to say, you are going to be making sure that you are communicating it loudly and clearly for people to hear you. You do feel like there's been some people, someone, or maybe one or more people that have not been totally above board or upfront or honest with you. And anything that feels like mysterious or elusive to you or like a mystery, you're going to want that to be cleared up. You're not going to want that to continue, which might be part of the reason why I get that if you may be speaking up about something, especially if you feel like people aren't listening. You're going to start to have some new information that's going to come to you. And for many of you, this is going to come to you from your dreams, or if you practice meditation. Some of you Pisces are going to have to go on a trip or travel a distance to help someone out. This could be a friend of yours. It could also be maybe there's a relative or somebody you're close to that is in need. Maybe you're going to help them move, or maybe they're not feeling well, or maybe you're going to do some kind of work project or something with them and they're asking you for your help. And you're going to start really paying attention to your intuition, because you're going to start to find yourself either talking to or dealing with people or situations that you feel like something is not completely right or is not being presented to you in a completely above board or honest way. So you're going to have to draw from your intuition about it. You're going to have to trust your intuition, because your intuition is going to guide you on that in dealing with that situation or person. So last card you have is the Six of Pentacles, which Virgo also had. So both Virgo and Pisces had Six of Pentacles. And this is giving charity and giving freely and charitably to others. It's also receiving charity and generosity from others. It could also be the balance of give and take. It can also mean financial success. Some of you are going to receive an increase in your salary or getting some kind of raise. Some of you are going to start taking some kind of classes or training that will end up helping you get more money, bring in more money. There may be something that you want to change. I get this feeling that Pisces are going to feel like there's something that you either don't like about yourself, or you don't like about how something is rolling. And so you're going to want to put some kind of either money into it or effort into it to change it. So if you don't like how your social life's going, you're going to start putting effort into changing your social life status. If it's love relationships or dating, and that's not going anywhere for you, that's where you're going to put the money or energy into. If it's your work or career, that's where you'll do it. There's some area you feel like something, could be more than one area, where you feel like you want to put more energy, effort, and possibly money into it because you want it to change. And you really want to put yourself in a position where you have a lot to gain, where you can get more out of something than what you're getting. So like if you feel like your money is invested in things and you're not getting enough financial gain from those investments, you will look to change those investments. That's the case for some of you. Or with jobs, like if you feel like, okay, I put in all this energy and effort into my work and I didn't get a raise, you may think on either getting another job that will pay you more, or taking on a part-time job, or funding starting a business on the side, or doing something work on the side to boost up your income. You may even feel a little bit right now, Pisces, in a bit of a fog or confusion about exactly what path or direction you want your life to go in. You may feel like, yeah, I've been doing this road for a while, but now things seem unclear or murky to me, or elusive at this point, and I'm not sure that I want to keep doing this job or living in this house or going in this direction or having this career. And now I feel like maybe you can't put your finger on it yet, how you want it to change. But I do feel like you've got this energy of, I've done this, it's been going on, now I need to figure out the next things I can do because I want something to change. But some of you, not all of you, some of you may not be completely clear on what you want the change to be right now. That may become more clear to you when you're in the month of October. Late September or in October, then it's going to be clear to you. Right now in July going into August. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special videos I record on very specific topics and get messages and predictions from my spirit guides about those topics, you can get those videos that I record on Vimeo by clicking on any of the links below this video, which are always the most recent links. And they're the most like I said, they're the most recent videos I've recorded. Or you can go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, And there you will see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I used, and how long the predictions are for. You just click on the sign you want and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, some of the most recent video series I've recorded is most recent is the mid-year love and romance update for 2020 for both singles and couples. The first part of the reading is dealing with couples. The second part of the reading is dealing with singles. That link is below this video. Also, my mid-year 2020 Psychic Tarot update, 7-card Bohemian Tarot spread readings. That link is below this video. And of course, every month, my Psychic Crystal readings. This month is July 2020, so if you haven't checked out your Psychic Crystal reading for July 2020, you might want to do that. That's an extension and an expansion of the Psychic Tarot readings I do at the beginning of every month here on YouTube. Also, the June 2020 Eclipse Effects Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, where I focused on both the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on June 5th and the solar eclipse in Cancer on June 21st. Those eclipse effects will last for 6 months, so you might want to check those videos out. And the important angel messages for these changing times, where I use 3 different angel-based cards to bring you more spiritual, but also psychic predictions and messages. That link is also below this video. And if you would like to donate to this channel and help support the work I do here, there is a donation link which is connected to PayPal. And a big thank you to all of you who have been very generous and donated to my channel. I do truly appreciate it, and it does help. So thank you so much for that. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on from my spirit guides channeled through me. You can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, also on Facebook. You would think I would know my own social media pages, wouldn't you? And also The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, where I post psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides using different divination tools. And they're not just for the day I post the prediction. They can go out months and months in advance, or a couple of weeks, or for a couple of days. So you might want to check that out. So I hope you all have fantastic energy coming to you the rest of this month of July and going into August. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.